Okay, now can you walk us through the process of A to B from the point where you say, "Hey, I like that movie," to "Here's your print."
Um, yeah, I mean, a lot of it starts like in here. For instance, like there's like Buzz Lightyear or whatever, you know, and then Boba Fett, and there's X-Men shit, and there's all this. There's the Wolfman is up here.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have this house. We're in my house right now, and so I'll see stuff that I like and I've liked forever. I'll be like, oh, I wanna try to do something with that. So that's when I start to try to figure out how to make that happen, you know, with the studio. So this one of the first licenses we ever got was Universal Monsters, based on you know, just me liking those movies a lot. You know, like I've watched like all of them, like even the small, like the super small, like, you know, where they teamed up, like the House of Frankenstein, where they teamed up all the monsters, or any like the RKO stuff, like, you know, any kind of like 40s, 30s, 40s, you know, up into the 50s, like Universal, or just kind of any kind of like horror movie stuff, I'm like really into. So, but that one, Universal Monsters, is obviously the first place you start with that. And we, you know, talked them into it, and Bela Lugosi's son like vouched for us, and, you know, got us the license. So that is basically like, it's either me or Rob Jones or Mitch Putnam have something we like, you know, and then we go after that to do a series, or if there's like a screening coming up at the Alamo, like if we're doing something for, you know, there's some specific thing that we're like, oh, we're excited about that, we really want to do it, we'll go after that. So once we get all the rights locked down, we have a discussion between the three of us usually, and we pick out like, this artist we know really loves this movie, so he'll be able to do this very well. Or, you know, we'll ask the artist like, hey, what top 10 movies, what would you want to do? And sometimes there's like really interesting, weird stuff on there that we would have never guessed. Like, so I love the Sound of Music, and this guy does metal covers or something. It's like, why would you? That's weird. You know, it's something.
Right.
Something. I mean, it could be something like that could be very, you know, fluid, that no one would expect. And so, like, I mean, the Dracula poster we did with Vanya and Horky, like, you know, those are two totally separate artists that never even met each other before. And it was one of those happy accidents almost, where it came together, and just like this like, you would have never thought that in a million years, that, you know, like pairing two artists up like that would have produced that. I mean, they're both amazing, but like, you see how amazing they are when they're combined. Like, their styles match so well. So once we get the artist, they go off and work, and they come back, and we, you know, it's either, you know, change this or perfect. And then we, you know, if we have to, we get it approved by the studios, and then after that it goes to print, and then after that it comes in. We either give it to you at a show, or you get it off online, or whatever the case may be with distributing it, selling it wise. And then that's kind of it. Like, you know, then it lives on, you know, forums and eBay or whatever it goes, or walls, hopefully. So yeah, that's kind of that's the kind of nutshell, you know, trajectory of a Mondo poster.
Are some studios easier to deal with than others?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like, yeah. I mean, it just totally depends on, you know. We work with almost every major studio now, and they all have their rules, and they all have stuff. One lets you do, the others can't. And it's all studio based, and it's all property based, because like Jurassic Park, you have to run everything through Spielberg still. So he has to see everything. So it's, you know, you have to run it through Universal, then you have to run it through Spielberg too, which is fine. I actually prefer that. I like it when we do stuff with, you know, filmmakers, and they approve it. It just makes it feel like it's even more official than it already is. Like, they made the thing, so they like it, and they approve you to put it out. I really like that a lot.